Welcome back to Sanjay Godawat, IIT and Medical Academy. I am Ramesh, Zoology faculty. The next topic in the body fluid and circulation, circulatory pathways. If you take the circulatory pathways in the different animals, is different, okay? Like mainly open and the closed. Before that, okay, if you take some basic information about the circulatory pathways in the different animals, like initial metazoans, right? Like sponges, okay, simple metazoans like sponges. There is no special circulatory system like heart, blood, and the blood vessels absent, right? Water canal system or water transport system helps to circulation. It acts like a circulation, right? Next to nidaria, okay, gastrovascular cavity or cylindron helps to circulation. Nidaria, another name, cylindrata, right? Gastrovascular cavity or cylindron is present. Okay, it's act like a circulation. Next, in the nematoda, right, pseudocoelomic fluid helps to circulation, right? This is some basic information about circulatory pathways in the different animals. And next we go to the main topic of circulatory pathways in eumetazoa. In eumetazoans, nothing but the true metazoans like annelida onwards, right? Or the eumetazoans. In eumetazoans, circulatory system has two types, okay, open and the closed. Okay, already we have discussed about the open and closed type circulatory differences. Okay, in our previous topic, human lymphatic system, lymph topic, we have discussed about the open circulatory system topic, right? Open is nothing but if the body fluid touch to the body cells tissues, okay, that is called open. Lymph, body lymph is a type of body fluid, right? And is always developed in the body's tissues, okay, and touch to body cells and tissues. That is called open. Okay, whereas if you take the closed, in the closed what happened? The body fluids no touching to the body cells and tissues. Okay, the body fluid always confined to the vessels. That is called closed. Okay, that is the main differences between the open and the closed, right? If you take the circulatory system, okay, open and closed type differences. For example, if you take open, this is heart, okay. Heart pump the blood, that is the oxygenated bloods to the body parts, right? And this is our body parts, okay. And the venous system, if you take the diagram, this is atrial system and this is a venous system diagram, right. So, in the open circulatory system, what happened? The capillaries are absent, okay. The capillary, due to the absence of the capillary, body fluids, right, the body fluids, that is the bloods, okay, releases into the body empty spaces. From the empty spaces, okay, the body fluids reach to the body cells tissues. Okay, here what happened? The blood touch to body cells tissues directly. So, these are the tissues, right? And after exchange of the gas nutrients, okay, the deoxygenated blood, okay, the deoxygenated blood back into the venous system. Through venous system, it reaches to hearts, right? So, this is open. In the open, the capillaries are absent. Due to the absence of capillaries, the blood directly, okay, contact to the body cells tissues, okay, and after exchange gas nutrients, the deoxygenated blood back into the heart. This is called open circulatory system. This is the diagram of the open. Now we go to the closed. In the closed system, what happened? Capillaries are fully developed. Okay, this is arteries, network capillaries. Now the venous system, right? This is the venous system. right? And now the body tissues, right? This is body cells tissues. Okay, when the oxygenated blood, okay, reach to the systemic capillaries, due to the presence of the capillaries, what happened? Okay, no contact to the body cells and tissues. Means blood always confined to the vessel, right? Just exchange of the some substances like oxygen, okay, like nutrients and other substances filter into the tissues. Okay, and after exchange the we deoxygenated blood also back, that is the carbon dioxides, okay, the wastages, the back into the venous system, through the venous system, okay, carry forward to the heart, right? This is closed. In the closed, what happened? The capillaries are well developed. In the open, capillaries are absent. So due to like presence of capillaries, blood always confined to the vessel and no contact to the body cells tissues, just diffusion process, exchange of the materials between the systemic capillary of blood and the tissues. Whereas in the open type circulation, the blood, okay, directly contact to the body tissues because absence of the capillaries, okay, and okay, like again back into the heart by the venous system. That is the different main differences between like a closed and open, right? And one more difference is like the pressure, the blood pressure in the open, okay, slow, either low, whereas in the closed, okay, circulatory system, the blood pressure is high compared to the open because blood always confined to the vessel, right? So that is a main differences. Now we go to the examples of open and closed, objective is important. If you take open examples, open circulatory system examples, right? Like some leeches, okay, annelida, okay. So almost annelids closed, right? Closed examples. If you take example, annelida, except some leeches, remaining annelids like a closed, right? And now the another difference is arthropoda, arthropoda, okay. Next, mollusca, mollusca, except to cephalopoda, right? Except cephalopoda, like octopus, right? Because in cephalopoda, okay, mollusca phylum cephalopoda, closed type circulation, right? Next example in closed, cephalopoda, okay. Next, optomollusca, next echinodermata, echinodermata, hemichordates, urochordates. So these are the examples. So once again, in open, annelida leech, whereas like arthropoda, mollusca except cephalopoda, echinodermata, hemichordates and the urochordates are open categories example. Now we go to the closed, annelida, cephalopoda, cephalochordates, cephalochordates and the vertebrates like fishes, amphibia, reptilia, aves and mammalia including humans, closed, right? This is difference between the open and the closed with the diagrammatic presentation, some examples. Insects, right, is open, right, like earthworm, annelida, right, closed. This is open and closed. And the next we go to the circulatory pathways in the different okay, animals like vertebrates like fishes, amphibian, reptiles, aves, mammals, okay, including humans. Okay, next, in fishes, in fishes circulation, right? And this is a fish circulation diagram. In fishes, two chamber heart, only, right? There is a ventral and the muscular heart, okay, ventral side present, okay. That is a chordate character. Whereas if you take the non-chordates, the heart present dorsal, okay, that is a different. If you take first point, all vertebrates possess muscular and the ventral heart. This is important point for your objective wise. Okay, myogenic heart, which means muscle can regulates, right? And the neurogenic means non-chordates, like neurons can regulate. So that is the differences. And now in fishes, right, first of all, two chamber heart include one atria and the one ventricle, right? Ventral heart, okay, present ventral sides include two chambers, one atria and the one ventricle, only two chamber. Now, what is function atria? Atria collects the deoxygenated blood from the different body parts by the venous system, okay, they are represented by the blue colors, right, venous system. Then the atria, from atria the deoxygenated blood move towards ventricles, okay, from the ventricle, okay, the deoxygenated blood move towards gills. So, these are the gills. In the gills what happened? Exchange, gas exchange, right. After exchange of the gases in the gills what happened? From the gills, okay, oxygenated blood supplied to the body parts by the, okay, like arterial system, right. This is the red color represented by the arterial system, the blue color representing the venous system, right. This is the fish circulation. In the fish what happened? Gills can supply blood to the body parts, whereas in humans, mammals, okay, heart pump blood to the body parts, right. If you take like a human heart, okay, right ventricle, left ventricle. Right ventricles, that is a carbon dioxide bloods. The carbon dioxide blood move towards lungs, okay, for exchange gases. Whereas the left ventricle oxygenated bloods, okay, move towards body parts, systemic capillaries. Here exchange gas nutrients like this. Means at a time the heart pump two type of blood to the two different direction. That is a double circulation. Whereas in the fishes, single circulation and gills circulation. Single circulation means, okay, heart pump only one type of blood, that is a venous blood, okay, deoxygenated blood towards gills, only one type of blood pump, and gills supply, okay, oxygenated blood to the different body parts, that is a gills circulation and a single circuit, right. This is single circulation and the gill circulation, right. The fish circulation is closed. Next to amphibia. If you take amphibia, three chamber heart, okay, upper to small atria, the lower single ventricle, that is a amphibia, right. This is a diagrammatic representation of the amphibian circulations, right, very fascinating diagrams, attractive diagrams, okay. If you take this is the out view, right, the frog is amphibia and the dorsal side is a, okay, arterial system, the ventral side the venous system, ventral side heart also there, right. This is ventral heart, three chamber, right, two atria and one ventricle, two separate atria and the single ventricle. In amphibia, if you take the diagram, right, this is two separate atria, okay, only one ventricle. This is single ventricle. It's not divided into two separate because absence of the inner ventricular septum. Inner ventricular septum is absent. If you take mammals, inner ventricular septum is present. This is, right. This is inner ventricular septum. Inner ventricular septum is completely developed, whereas in amphibian is absent. That's why it's a single chamber. Is considered as a single chamber. Okay, this is right atria and this is left atria and only one ventricle. Okay. In the frog, either amphibians, Okay, there are two specialized blood vessels, sinus venosus and the conus arteriosus, right? If you take the sinus venosus, the triangular blood vessels, this is sinus venosus. Sinus venosus, this is sinus venosus, collects deoxygenated blood from different body parts by caval veins, right precaval, left precaval and the postcaval vein, right. The sinus venosus internally is open. This is sinus venosus diagram, is internally open into right atria, right. If you take the sinus venosus diagram on the heart surfaces, this is okay. This is sinus venosus open into right side, internal is open into right atria. Next, left atria collects oxygenated blood from exchanging body parts, like in the amphibia exchanging body parts, if you take like a skin, buccopharyngeal cavity and the lungs, right. And from these three parts, the oxygenated blood move towards left atria. The right atria, deoxygenated blood, left atria, oxygenated blood. At the time of the systole of the atria, both atria, what happened? The blood moved towards ventricle, single ventricle. Okay, the ventricle, what happened? The due to absence of the inner ventricular septum, right, the blood become mixed, right, in the right sides, okay, the right side of the ventricles, like this is for example the deoxygenated blood, whereas the left side of the ventricle, this is left sides, like oxygenated bloods, whereas in the middle portion mixed bloods, right, this is a mixed bloods, okay, this is carbon dioxide bloods, this is oxygenated blood and this is called mixed bloods. In ventricle, total 3 type of bloods develop due to the absence of inner ventricular septum. During the ventricle systole, what happened? Okay, like conus arteriosus. This is the conus arteriosus diagram. The conus arteriosus, okay, supply, okay, capture blood, ventricle blood from the ventricles. Okay, the blood captured by the conus arteriosus and supplied to the different body parts. Okay, conus arteriosus. So, if you takes, this is conus arteriosus, and it further is divided left and right branches. Each branch furtherly divides into 3 branches. Okay, this is carotid, pulmocutaneous and the systemic, 3 branches, right, 3 branches here, like carotid, systemic and the pulmocutaneous. Carotids, okay, it carry the oxygenated blood towards head parts. Okay, systemic, it carry the mixed blood towards body parts. Next, pulmocutaneous, it carry the, okay, like deoxygenator, okay, carbon dioxide bloods towards exchanging body parts like skin, okay, lungs, buccopharyngeal cavity, right. So, like from the ventricles, different blood, okay, supplied to the different body parts, okay. So, that is a conus arteriosus, okay, bifurcate blood based on the pressure, blood pressure, right, and valves are open and supply blood to the different directions, right. So, inside of the wall which are present in the conus arteriosus, okay, they are responding to the different pressures, okay. The different blood of the ventricle, what happened, they maintain different pressures like carbon dioxide blood, mixed blood, oxygenated blood, different blood, they maintain different pressures. Based on these pressure, what happened, like valves or respond and opened as well as carry forward to the blood to the different directions. Okay, especially the head to brain, okay, the receiving oxygenator, okay, whereas body part receiving mixed bloods. okay, the exchanging sites of the body parts receiving like a deoxygenated blood for the exchange of the gases. This is so all the body parts, okay, except like a head and the remaining exchanging sites, almost they are receiving mixed bloods. So based on these character, the frog or the amphibian circulation is called incomplete double circulation. Okay, incomplete double circulation means body part receiving mixed blood due to like absence of the inner ventricular septum. That is a incomplete double circulation. This is object wise important. Okay, and the finally amphibian circulation is closed. And next to reptiles. In reptile circulation, okay, also similar to the amphibians. Okay, same three chamber of heart, okay, like two separate atria and one undividing ventricle, right? This is if you take the ventricle and reptiles, two separate atria, ventricle, okay, inner ventricular septum is there, but is incompletely developed, whereas in the mammals, okay, inner ventricular septum is fully developed like this, right? So here incomplete developed, that is a different, okay, that is why it is considered as a single chamber, ventricle is considered as a single, right, total 3 chamber, but except crocodile. In crocodile, what happened? The 4 chamber, right? This is the crocodile, whereas in the remaining reptiles, 3 chamber. Because in crocodile, what happened? The inner ventricular septum is fully developed, like apes, mammals. Okay, so this is reptile. In reptiles also, except crocodile, incomplete double circulation, because body part receiving mixed blood due to like incomplete development of the inner ventricular septum. That is the reason, right? And this is like reptiles diagram, right? And next to crocodile, apes and mammals, the last one, right? So in crocodile, apes and mammals, okay, 4 chamber heart and the complete double circulation. Okay, double circulation means at a time, okay, heart pump different blood to the different direction. That is, okay, complete double circulation. If it takes like examples, crocodile, apes, mammals, including humans, okay, like complete double circulation, right? This is the crocodile, okay, inner ventricular septum is fully developed, right? Double circulation, this shows. Whereas in aves, birds, right, 2 separate atria, 2 separate ventricles, right? Complete double circulation. Whereas in mammals, including humans, okay, 4 chamber heart and complete double circulation, which means hearts, okay, 4 chamber. Inner ventricular septum is fully developed, right? And next to right atria, left atria, right ventricle, left ventricle. Right atria receiving, okay, deoxygenated bloods. This is receiving the deoxygenated blood from different body parts by the 3 caval veins, okay, precaval, postcaval, okay, and the coronary sinus, heart, okay. And next left atria collects oxygenated blood, okay, from the lungs. Then the auricle systole. During the auricle systole, atria blood move towards ventricle. Okay, in the ventricles different blood. Right ventricles carbon dioxide bloods, the left ventricles oxygenated bloods. During the ventricle systole, what happened? The ventricle blood move towards different direction. Right, this is the ventricle and this is right ventricle's blood move towards lungs for exchange gases. Okay, this is carbon dioxide bloods. Okay, and the left ventricle, this is left ventricle oxygenated blood. Okay, transport towards body capillaries, Here exchange, okay, oxygen, nutrients like this. Then the deoxygenated blood back into the game, right atria. Means at a time, okay, heart pump different type of blood to the different direction. the right ventricle's deoxygenated blood move towards lungs, okay, for exchange gases, whereas left ventricle's oxygenated blood move towards, okay, body systemic capillaries for the exchange, right. This is called double circulation, right. And this is the example of double circulation animals: crocodile, aves and mammals. Finally, the circulatory pathways in the different animals like fishes, amphibian, reptiles, aves, mammals, okay, whereas the open closed type eucoelomate animals differences, okay, in the lower, okay, metazoans animals, okay, is closed, okay. Thank you.